Allie, thank you. We've got a lot going on in the newsroom today. Clearly a busy morning with that 4-alarm fire happening in North Buffalo. And we look out the window right here. We see the smoke billowing still hours after the fire first started.
Exactly. I drove down. I got off at Elmwood here, and I could see it. And when you drove through it, you could smell it. And so I know the firemen are saying to folks in the neighborhood, stay in your house and keep your windows closed just as a precaution. And I can tell you it's an awful stink. But, you know, to put it in perspective, this Chandler Street in particular over here in Black Rock is no stranger to these types of fires. We've located at least 2 4-alarm fires on that street that we've covered since 1997. I have one here from April of '97 where the place that's burning now was saved, and they were crediting the firemen at that time with saving their business. And then again in 2005, I have a story here by our Lori Schultz did as well, another 4-alarm fire. So the firemen, from their point of view, have been through this before, and they know what they're up against. Similarly, the neighbors, the people who've lived there all this time, have been through this now. This is the 3rd time they've been through a 4-alarm fire. So you'll be heading out to bring us their reaction. Nalina will bring us the nuts and bolts of what's going on, and they're still working hard out there. They have a truck in from the airport on this. That's how big of a deal it is.
Wow. And just a devastating fire for a local business that's been there for decades.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, what else are we working on, Russ?
Well, we're headed to Batavia. The sheriff's going to announce their results, to the investigation into the fatal accident at Darien Lake on the roller coaster. Now, I assume from his point of view, he would investigate whether there was any criminality in the accident, whether there was some negligence, either on the park's behalf or some person, which I assume that will be no. And so that'll be left in the hands of the Department of Labor to decide what went wrong, short of criminality, which I assume the sheriff's going to conclude that there doesn't appear to be any criminality, but you never know that. I'm curious to see whether he'll offer his opinion about what might have went wrong, whether or not Sergeant Hackemer should have even been on the ride. I'm not sure he'll go there, but I'm really curious to see whether the sheriff will talk about that.
All right, Russ, thank you. We're very interesting. We'll look into that today, and we're working on a lot more as well. So log on to WIBB.com, tune into News 4 at noon, 5 and 6. Back to you.